welcome back to the show. As you know, I am 8 months pregnant, and I cannot wait to not be pregnant anymore. I'm due in a month from today, hoping that it's going to happen sooner. So I've never really before been interested in baby topics until I was pregnant. So as you know, I have baby people on from every now and then. And Latham Thomas is a virgin to FoxNews.com Live. It's our first time being in this room and on the entertainment hour with me. And we met through a mutual friend. And you have a company called Tender Shoots Wellness, which is a holistic lifestyle practice kind of for mommies.
Right.
Why did you want to get into the mommy business?
Well, it really actually started with the birth of my son. And I also sort of had an interest in health and wellness. But really, once I got pregnant, I realized there wasn't a lot of options in this space. And I was like, how come there's no classes, or there's no cooking classes, there's no, yoga that's not just like going to sleep. And so I decided to sort of shape the framework of a company that would address all the needs of expectant and new moms.
And you're also a doula as well, which I've heard a little bit about what doulas do, but for those who don't know, maybe you can explain it.
Right. So a labor support doula is someone that comes in to work with a couple or with the mother to help provide labor support. So that's educational support, advocacy, and also emotional support, because there are challenges when you're in the birth process. And during that time, there's been a lot of studies that have shown that the effectiveness of having a woman present in the laboring room with you can actually reduce the time of your labor by up to 35%. So that's huge.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah.
Do you find that you help out more single mothers than couples?
I find there's it's sort of a mixed bag. There's a lot of young professionals, people, I would say like 28 to like 40s or so. So it's kind of a mixed bag. But I think as far as the support, anyone at any stage, like no matter if they're in a couple or not, I think needs the support.
And then once the baby's born, you're also around to like help out with, I've heard that some doulas like get groceries for people, or you're basically there still for the mom, not for the baby, as opposed to a baby nurse who's
right.
Just for the baby.
Right, a baby nurse would come in and help with feedings and changing and getting you on a schedule and so forth. A doula really is going to help you to help the mom, right? So when I go in my postpartum, with my postpartum patients, I just had a client have twins. And I'm going to go in there and just really get, a sense of like where she needs help. So I'll go in, maybe I'll cook a meal or I'll bring some food, but it's really about making sure that she's established breastfeeding, she feels comfortable, the babies are healthy, that sort of thing. And just also make sure.
Organize and stuff.
Organize. And
wash
also,
the clothes.
Well, I'm not washing any clothes.
Well, no, but the new clothes, like in the Dreft, the safe baby detergent.
Right, so helping them find out what products are good as well. That's a good point. Yeah, but also making sure that she's emotionally well, because all the hormones that settle in after pregnancy, can change things a bit.
What can women do to cope with the anxieties and stress of pregnancies?
Right. So there's many things. A lot of things I take when I'm working with women is from the yoga practice. So we'll practice deep breathing techniques. A lot comes from relaxation. We need to relax. And I think all of us, especially in New York City and beyond, a lot of women are so busy these days and they're doing so much before they have their babies. So finding some techniques that are really applicable to your lifestyle. So for you, I know you're super busy. Like when you get home, just putting your legs up, elevating them above your heart, okay, on an angle, maybe 45 degrees, okay? Have a little cushion around you, around your low back, and around the shoulder region so that you feel relaxed. And closing your eyes, turning off the BlackBerry, turning off the iPhone, whatever. And aromatherapy can also help. And you just breathe. You just relax, close your eyes, and breathe. That'll also help with any swelling that's in the legs and feet, right?
I'm so glad you mentioned that, because if you were to take a look at my foot right now, both my feet are like club feet. They have like sausage toes. There are no ankles. I've got major cankles.
Okay.
They're like twice the size usually, but and they're kind of going numb in my boots right now.
Right. So to deal with that, cucumbers, grapes, watermelon, these are water-laden foods, but they help draw all of that extra water and blood and lymph out of the ankles and feet.
I should eat those.
So eat that, yeah.
Is it similar to like when models don't take salt for like 3 days before
Oh, like sort of like a diuretic. It has that
does that
sort
work
of,
too?
it has, well, you don't really want to do that because
Right.
then it's sort of like there's, you know, repercussions for your kidneys, but, and your organs are already so compressed and compromised right now. But really it's about just flushing excess water. So you'll just be at the bathroom a lot.
I know, yeah, seriously. I cannot wait to get my old bladder back. Yay. Oh, so here's my new thing, because I really want to induce myself naturally, because I just don't think I can take this much longer. So I'm thinking in like 2 weeks, what can I do to make this process speed up?
Right. So there's pressure points that are located on the ankles and feet, on the inside of the inner calf and shin area, which I can show you after the show. And those, if you apply pressure, you have to hold for about 10 seconds consistently, and you have to do that about 10 times. So these points are really effective, especially if you get acupuncture. Acupuncture is if you want to do it at home, you just apply pressure points.
Is there
but
an
acupuncture is very
process
helpful.
that can make people go into labor?
Oh, absolutely. A lot of clients do that.
Really? Does
Tons.
it work?
Yeah, it works. It's effective.
I wonder, would the acupuncturist not want to be responsible for inducing someone, though?
Well, usually
Especially if it's too early.
Right. So it's actually, you know, contraindicated beforehand, but during sort of 36 weeks to 40 weeks, or 42, some babies come very late. So between 36 and 42 weeks, you can apply those pressure points and acupuncture points.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting acupuncture for my ribs, so maybe I can just like kill 2 birds with
One stone. Exactly.
That's interesting. Now, I'm interested in weight loss after the baby.
Right.
Because are you supposed to be dieting while you're breastfeeding, or you know, how many, like when you're not sleeping, like is it even healthy for your body to be dieting? What do you recommend for people?
Okay, good point. So once the baby's born, the uterus wants to contract to its normal size, right? And but all of a sudden there's this milk supply. Okay, so the baby should be breastfeeding ideally to help you to contract the uterus back to its original size, which brings the abdominal muscles back together as well, and it also promotes healthy weight loss. It's basically like a diet pill, you know, breastfeeding. And if you can do that, you're also the nutritional requirements will still be there. You'll still need an extra sort of 300 calories or so a day to make sure that you're producing adequate milk. But within that, it's good to go back to exercising about 6 weeks postpartum. If you're not hemorrhaging or anything like that, everything's normal and you feel fine, you can go back. Once your baby's born, within the first couple of days, you can start to do pelvic tilts, and those will start to help your abdominals get used to working again because they haven't had to work for all this time, right?
I haven't done a sit-up in like forever.
Which you deserve to not do sit-up. So once the baby's born, though, you can do tiny pelvic tilts, and that'll sort of help tone things up a bit. And then you'll start to, you can do some light exercises like on hands and knees, leg lifts and things that'll help lift the tush area and get the legs active again. Also, you'll be using the transverse abdominals, which are the lower abdominals, pulling everything back to center, which a lot of moms want that waist again they had pre-pregnancy. That's how you get it. But it's very small micro movements that'll help you to achieve that.
You should do videos. Do you have any videos online?
That's coming soon.
Good. Well, tell everyone where they can read your blog.
Right. So I'm on tendershootswellness.com. That's TENDRSHOOTS Wellness. And I'm at Twitter at tendershoots. And on the blog, if you go to the site, there's a blog link there, and there's really great videos coming up soon. In January, I'll have a 12-week series, or 12-part series that'll be launching on lifestyle for pregnancy.
Nice. Well, if anyone has any pregnancy questions out there, definitely ask Latham Thomas. And if you're needing a doula here in New York City, she's your girl. It was so nice meeting you. Thank you for coming on the show. And Eva Longoria looking towards her future, plus a twist in next year's Oscars. Adam Halsey once again has more in today's Hollywood Nation. Take a look.
Ready, set,